Guangshu. Hello, dear Rinpoche. How can we build the self-confidence during daily practice? The self-confidence is basically, it comes down to the preparation of yourself. If you have this, I need to, when you are doing a primary practice and then you are already thinking about which one is the preliminary, which one is the main practice and where is the main practice. And then when you reach to the main practice and you think about, now I need to do the completion visualization, the creation is done already, it's no longer needed, now I need to move to the completion practice because, so that I can recognize the nature of the mind. Being in a state of emergency, being in a state of emergency is a real weakness of being a practitioner, so don't be in the state of emergency, so when you start your practice, to build a self-confidence, you need to build a proper preparation. And the proper preparation is when you are sitting in the meditation posture, like an example, when you are in the shrine or when you enter the shrine. The shrine doesn't have to be built in gold and copper and jewels and diamonds and things like that. If you can, that's very good. If you don't have an ego to show off to other people, that's very good. But if you have an ego to show off to other people, say, look at me, I built this golden shrine, then the purpose of having this great accumulation is partially gone. So it doesn't matter whether you have a grand shrine or a simple Buddha statue with the zoom inside, with the sutra inside. It doesn't matter, just basically having a simple shrine with a proper statue, not a broken one, a proper statue, at least from our genuine respect. And then when you face that shrine, whether you are in a very small apartment, whether you have a possibility to having a different room for the shrine, regardless of different circumstance, having a shrine is a basic understanding. And if you don't have the statue, even it can be a picture, it can be a mobile phone that you keep it as a screenshot, right? As a wallpaper, so you keep that as a shrine, that is also fine, and then the most important is that when you start, you make a 3-time prostration to the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, with the calm attitude, not like, not like you're about to run somewhere, just with a calm attitude, with the mindset of all the sentient beings along with me between my right and left, and then with that in mind, with that in visualization, and then you make a prayer to the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha as the essence of all the refuge, right? And then if you have a so-called root guru, then you can think, my guru is also inseparable and the essence of the 3 jewels as well. That is not a problem. And then with that in mind, you make a 3-time prostration with a calm, slowly, patiently, not too fast. Don't do prostration too fast. Don't look on the right or left or anything. Don't try to be religious either, Some people, when they make prostration, they keep their eyebrow like this, say, look at me, I'm so religious. No need to do all this pretentious thing. Keep it simple. No need to be crying or overreacting. Keep it simple. Make a genuine prayer. Make a 3-time prostration. Sit in a meditation posture, whether you can sit with a crossed leg. Some people who have a knee problem. So that you sit on the chair. And make sure that your back is a little bit straight, but not like a military straight. Just keep it, but gentle, straight. And make sure that your shoulder are not sleeping. Keep your shoulder in well balance. Make sure that your neck is not facing down. Make sure that your neck is facing upright. And then at the same time, as you breathe out 3 times through your nose, in a very gently, and then after that you say, everything is impermanence, and I accept the meaning of impermanence. So when you think about impermanence, it doesn't have to be a life and death and old and young or rich or poor. When you think about impermanence, it is just simply having the acceptance of everything is bound to change and everything is constantly in change. Therefore, the life that I have is also very fragile. Therefore, I dedicate this very moment of my life to practice a little bit. And then with the understanding and the gentle acceptance to the meaning of impermanence. Gentle acceptance to the meaning of impermanence doesn't have to be, oh, somebody died, or somebody was born, or somebody was rich, or somebody was poor, or somebody looked young, or somebody looked old right now. It doesn't have to be in the social status. It doesn't have to be how the life is going on with everybody. It doesn't have to be sad all the time. The way you have to bring the acceptance to the meaning of impermanence has to start with a gentle touch. And that gentle touch is simply saying to yourself, everything is bound to change. Everything is in constant change. When there is a birth, and there's a death. That's the meaning of impermanence. Simple as that. You don't have to repeat too much. And that in mind, and then you start your refuge prayer. You make your prayer to your guru. You make your prayer to the lineage. And make sure that you be honest. When I say honest, it doesn't mean that you have to be honest with everybody, with your colleague, with your friends and family. It's impossible. At least you can be honest to your own practice and say, in this very moment, I will be very honest with every time I'm distracted, with my projection of thoughts, and I will do all my best to resume with my visualization in this short session of the practice. And that is a mindset. That is a preparation. And then it can be Chenrezig, it can be Grindara, it can be Amitabha, it can be, Namjalma practice, it can be Vaitara practice, it can be any practice, right? But that is a preparation. And while you're doing a visualization and making sure that you have a sense of recognition to the, a continuity of seeing the syllable, whether it's a Shri, whether it's Tam, whether it's 6 syllable, focus on something very simple first. First, you don't start with a visualization, you start with a rigid, solid object. Then you move to slowly, into a visualization. And then after that, you move to, into a completion practice, Kirim, and then slowly Zorim. And then after that, you do a dedication, dedicating to all the sentient being. You don't have to think about where did my good karma went, and where did my dedication went. Everything seems exactly the same as before. You don't have to have all this kind of doubt and all these things. It's unnecessary. Even you can have all the doubt, nothing is going to change, So therefore, instead of wasting time with yourself, with your arrogance, instead of doing that, just simply make a dedication, saying that all the accumulation that I have done in this 20 minutes of practice, I dedicate to all the sentient beings in the 6 realms, or to all the realms of the sentient beings, And I pray for them to liberate and to overcome the illusion and the suffering of samsara, so that they, recognize or reach to the Buddhahood, right? So that's that. So that's how you build the confidence. That's how you build the self-confidence. It's not necessarily which practice you choose. It's more to do with how you start, in the session, how you sit, how you breathe, how you prepare, how you can maintain to keep it simple. That's what it comes down to. If you look at all the great Mahasiddhas of the past, if you look at all the great masters of the past, nobody left a great golden shrine to look or to be amused by us. All of them have left many great teachings for us. None of them have left a golden temple. None of them left a golden, shrine, and saying that that is their personal shrine. And some of them do. But the real greatest master, they never left anything. The only thing they have left for us is their teachings. Their whole lifetime experience, not 200 pages, not 500 pages, but only a few pages in the Shangpa masters, if you look carefully. They practice the whole life from the starting of the teenager, from the 18, 16, 17, from that age up to 60, 70. And what they have left is probably 1 page of teachings. That's it. And if you want to portray yourself like, oh, I'm a great master, I'm a great legend, I want to create myself as a legendary, then of course there's many volumes. And yeah, it can be, sometime it can be helpful and sometime maybe not. I don't know. But, As yourself, as a practitioner, keep it simple. No need to spend all that unnecessary energy. Focus into the preparation of the beginning of the practice and the pure intention and honesty to your own distraction, such as when you are distracted, you say, in this very moment I am distracted, therefore I will not repeat this again, I will resume in my visualization. And then completing with the dedication, with a sense of humbleness and the joy in heart. And then again, meditate a little bit with a sense of rejoice, with a sense of rejoice. I did this practice in this very moment. I have dedicated to all the sentient beings without any expectation in return. And then, this is good. This is good, So just without any exaggeration, just simply rejoice a little bit and meditate with that calmness and quietness and content. Okay?